Here's a gift that I've been noticing that's coming up for me more and more. When I first started doing kind of this interior work and understanding why, the why of why certain things that wouldn't bother someone else cause me to say overreact or completely take it personally or really have it bring me either into the pit or some very highly wrought emotional place. And when I started to kind of tell the truth about the lies that I tell about that, and when I say lies, I mean the stories that you've carried around that you still employ to inform yourself about who you are. And so I started to decide, like, is that true or is that just what I've known? And so what in all of that work, I was able to kind of get a piece of paper's width distance between drowning in the emotion and being able to hold back a little bit and give yourself a little space to identify, is this a trigger from an echo, like the old story coming forward? Or is this really how I feel? And if this is really how I feel it. You know, you're pissed, sacred rage. You're upset, feel it. Go ahead and feel the depths of that. Just make sure it's something that is actually relevant to what's going on with you now, not an echo of something old that you're just reacting to the trigger to. The triggers don't go away. It's your interpretation of the trigger that changes. And so now, in this last iteration of really feeling made new in certain ways, I get an even bigger gap. So I get a little more, I'm going to call it sovereign distance. That's the phrase I'm going to use, because it gives me, not that I'm not feeling the emotion, I'm not suppressing, I'm not distancing myself, but when I feel it well up, I sit with it and I say, is this really what's going on? Or is this an echo? And if that's what's really going on, I embrace it fully and I sit in it. And whatever has to happen, it undulates through me and I really let it process. But there's also times where I'm like, no, that's not mine. It's the old me. As I said, the triggers don't go away, but that just no longer holds any water for me. That's just an echo of something old. So today, if you find yourself activated, I ask you to see if you can give yourself that little bit of room to decide, like make a conscious decision rather than being completely run roughshod over your feelings. I'm not telling you not to feel them. I'm saying, are they truly yours now in this moment? Or is the trigger something that's a little deeper, generational, something that you feel because you've always felt that way? Is it still relevant? So that's what has been coming up for me today. A real gift. And I will see you tomorrow.